Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode we will be looking at the further adventures of Fayon. He completed the core dungeon, he completed the Warrens of Despair, and now he is about to enter the Blackened Burrow, which is a leveled, well, they say level 3 on here, so it's a level 3 dungeon. To get one of these dungeons up and running, I've changed cards as described on this card here. So the Blackened Burrow. Days of travel through the thirsty lands of Aldang have led you to the footsteps of a great stairway leading into the fiery depths below. What riches rest here? Then it tells me which cards to remove, which in this case are zombies, wolves and undead archers. So they've been removed from the enemy deck here. I've had to remove some plots from here, and then it gives me cards to slot in their place, and then it gives me a new boss, which is here, which I'll reveal if and when hopefully I get down to him. It also gives me a new dungeon floor plan, which is only really relevant because I put a pawn on what level I'm at. So stick that over there, and we're about to enter level 1. Okay, now Fayon has been a bad boy. This is, as I say, his third adventure, and he's already at -5 on the morality track, which is over here. Yes, I've switched, so the character stuff is over here with hit points, endurance over here, and his equipment and such. So those are his skills: conceal, dodge and alchemy. He's still got some scale armor, a longsword, and he's got spare weapons of a dagger and an axe, an explorer's map, his magical invisibility ring, and an emerald that he picked up on the way. He had no additional gold remaining from his previous adventures, so he literally gets what's on his character card here. So he'll get 1 ration and 3 gold. So from that, before he actually comes on his merry way to this dungeon, he can pick up some trappings. However, there's a massive pile of cards here that have been removed that he successfully completed. So once you actually discard a trapping, it is removed from the campaign. So, however, the other thing about doing the campaign is I've now added cards into the trappings which have this symbol in. They were part of this adventure pack. These now permanently will sit in my trappings deck. So when I start some adventurers back in the core dungeon, they will have access now to these. So every adventure pack that I'm going through, once the character has done it once, the trappings will remain, any skills will remain, any new characters will remain, but particular plots and enemies and loot are removed that are relevant to that campaign, unless I'm doing that adventure. So hence why I've now got an alchemy satchel, a cutlass, all with this symbol here. These symbols here are from the Warren of Despair. This symbol here is from the loot pack, which was the first thing I got, and that symbol is the core dungeon. Okay. So with 3 gold to spend, he's only now got 1 ration. So you can only buy from the trappings deck at this point. Once I go into the dungeon, everything will be coming from the loot deck. Currently he is carrying 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of weight, which I'm showing here with the 2d6. Maybe I'll put them there, easy to see. So, so he's actually at capacity. So if I want him to carry anything else, I will have to discard something. So I am going to discard the dagger. So that is now permanently removed from the campaign. And he can sell that for 1 gold. So he's got 4 gold now. I said discard. Technically he sold it to a merchant along the way. So with 4 gold, he will buy the Dusk Shroom. Discard to gain 2 energy and 2 health. So that might come in useful. Yep, that cost him 2 gold. That will be as far as he has. So he's got 2 gold remaining. So let us now progress into the first level. Okay. First card is a skirmish. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't have a skirmish at this point. We are at maximum health. So you draw your weapon and are ready for battle. Draw an enemy card and add the dungeon level +2 to their health. So it's an undead warrior. Those undead archers that I removed. Okay, just double checking. Right, it's an undead warrior. So he has got 5. Dungeon level 6 +2, 7, 8. So he's got 8 health. Okay. And it's attack. Same format. Go to all the die rolls here. Just roll on 2d6. If it's a evens on the dice, no damage. Oh, but this guy's nasty. So 5 take over 1 is 4, +3 is 7. Okay, I lost 7 health in that first swing from the creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So half my health in one blow. Ouch. Okay, I'm going to put 2 energy into the strike. Tell you what, let's actually put those over there. It's gone. It says I lose 1 blessing with the initial damage. Well, I had no blessings anyway. So, rolling 2d6. Average of 2d6 is 7. But I roll doubles. If I roll 6 on the sword, I get an extra point. 4. I take him down by half. That wasn't very good. Alright. Come on, roll doubles. No, so he does 1 point there, plus what? That's another 4. So Fayon isn't going very far at the present moment. I'll put another point of energy. You know what? I think I'm going to put 2 in to ensure. I did 14 points that time. Okay, so I gain a gold. Gain a loot. Oh man, first monster out, a mimic. First loot. Gotta fate it. You may avoid this conflict by spending 1 ration. I've only got 1 ration. However, I've only got 3 health. Is it 3? I throw my ration at it. Get away, beastie. Okay, so that's just a discard. And yeah, well, that was first room. Second room. Merchant. Draw a loot and a potion. Potion and loot. Okay. So, deep in the dungeon, seems like a strange place to set up shop. But who are you to question his sanity? You may make a purchase from the merchant. So I draw, as it said at first level, 1 loot, 1 potion. I can sell anything to him, which I won't do. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Right, okay. So if I buy this, you may discard this card. I'm buying it instantly. That costs me 1 gold. I've got 3 gold. So I'll spend 1 on this. And I eat it straight away. You may discard this card to regain 2 energy. So as he keeps trying to sell me stuff, I'm stuffing my face with it. Oh, very nice. There's crumbs going everywhere. Okay, so that's discarded. The holy water, well, that would have been useful against the undead I've just encountered. So at this point, whilst he's still trying to sell me the holy water, I will eat my dusk shrooms to regain 2 energy and 2 health. So that takes me energy back up to fill and puts me on 5 health. Okay, I have now eaten those and they are discarded from the game. No further. So currently my encumbrance is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I could carry this holy water, which cost me 1 gold. So there we go. So I finished munching through my shrooms and my other rations. Got crumbs all over my face. Got 1 gold remaining and now some holy water. I keep hold of the emerald because there was nothing there that was like, oh, must have. Okay, so that was the merchant. Continuing down. The labyrinth. I have the explorer's map. Lose 1 less ration when lost in the labyrinth. So surely your cunning will see you out of this wizard's maze. Discard 1 ration. If you have no rations, lose 3 health. Well, the explorer's map guides me through the labyrinth, and I think we'll stick with that. Treasure. You find an open chest that has been looted. A single coin remains. Money's money. Skirmish. Well, didn't use my alchemy when I looked at the last potion, but okay. Let's see what we encounter. A flying snake. Okay, so he's got 3 health, plus 3, 2 for the what the skirmish says, and 1 for the dungeon level. So he's got 6 health. And who can find a 6 on a d20? There we go. Boom. Right. Okay, so he attacks first. It's a doubles, therefore no damage to me. I don't get poisoned. So with 6, I think I'm going to put 2 energy into the attack. Allow me to roll 2d6. Well, that was rubbish. 3. I haven't got any blessings, so I can't re-roll them. I've got nothing else to add, so that's it. There's 3, so the creature gets a second strike. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, that's fine. Yep, second strike. I've been ignoring my armour. Subtract 2 from the initial damage. So that previous bad boy took out 4 points. I'm going to give myself back 2 health. I've been cheating myself. Remember your armour. Okay, so this time he's rolled 3 difference. Plus 1. So it's a total of 4 damage. And my armour takes off 2. So only 2 wounds I take this time. So those 2 I just give myself back. I've lost. Okay. My next strike, I'll put 1 energy. Yeah, 1 energy. 4, 5, or 6. Boom. Take out the flying snake. No loot from this bad boy though. So, a bit rude, but there we go. It was more difficult to fly and carry treasure. Campsite. You have spied a relatively quiet location to set up camp. It will not be long before you attract attention to yourself. Choose one of the following. So I can cook, but I have no rations to cook, so I can search and gain a ration. Let's gain a ration. Another skirmish. Then I'm going to try and avoid the skirmish. I'm going to look at this card. Oh darn it, it's an ambush. Okay, so I'll have to take the second level of the ambush card. However, I'm going to use my magic level ring, which allows me to ignore, once per dungeon level, an ambush. So I will tap that to show that I've used that. Last 2 cards of this level. Mushroom Grove. I gain a ration. Useful. And so completeth that part of the dungeon. First level. Okay. Shuffle the dungeon deck. Okay, it's ready for level 2. Feed your character, so I've got to use one of the more rations. The creature did do some damage, so I should have taken a poison. There's the poison. Advance your pawn to second level. Draw a plot card. Okay, so this was a plot card I've seen before. I know it by this symbol. That tells me that was in the loot expansion deck. But the well. Near the centre of the clearing stands an old well. On close inspection, you notice the well is full of sweet, smelling water. Do you dare take a sip? Drink from the well once only. Roll a d6 and find your results. So I could gain some poison, I could gain a blessing, I could gain some health and energy, and I could be cured of all poisons. Let's take the risk it for a biscuit. The higher the better. 4. I gain 2 health. That's useful considering I am now on 3, 6, 7, so on half health. Okay, taking out 2 monsters and now got 2 eyeballs towards finding this dungeon level's bad boy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those still apply. So yes, I've done a few things wrong in this scenario. First off, my armour. Second off, when I got the potion to look at from the merchant, I should have, because I've got the alchemy skill, I should have been able to look at 2 of those. But game on, still playing.